My name is Stephen Black, and I am from New York State. I was born in a small town in New York State, and then I worked in New York City for about 10 to 12 years in documentary filmmaking. Well, the fundamental reason that I'm in Tanzania is because a friend of mine, Gosha, actually works here. She's a friend of mine from graduate school in New York, and she told me about Nafasi Art Space. And so through Gosha, I made the connection with Nafasi and set up these workshops. And this is actually my second time. I was here about a year and a half ago as well, teaching the same workshop. My workshop teaches documentary filmmaking in a very short amount of time. So it's kind of like a crash course in how to make a documentary using the phone, using the earbuds with microphone, basically using the tools that you already have. I think Tanzania is an amazingly beautiful country. These days I'm traveling primarily to teach. I'm traveling primarily to do my project, which is called Bentmarble, which is about sharing stories and helping people learn how to use digital video to share their own stories. So my focus now is on teaching, not touring. Well, one of the things I've discovered is that the best thing in doing these workshops is to have a really good organizational partner. And I think that the people here at Nafasi, we have Nkumi, we have Rebecca, we have the entire staff of people, basically who work behind the scenes and who actually help me teach the workshops. I just find they're very professional. I find communications are very easy. We get along really well. And I had such a great experience last time with the students. They probably made like 15 amazing short films last year. So for all those reasons, it was an easy decision to want to come back here. Yeah, I think both times we've had like an excellent group of students for the workshops. People are really interested in the material, and I think the number one thing I look for as a teacher and facilitator is having students who are interested. You can see some of the students are still here now. People are sharing ideas. So I think the people that come here, they really, really want to learn, and they're not doing this because they have to. They're doing it because they have an intellectual passion. Sometimes one of the challenges can be like a language barrier, but I think here, people speak a lot of English here. Then you have people like Nkumi who can translate back and forth. So I don't really think that the language ends up being much of a barrier. Normally, it literally is things like if you have students that don't come to class on the third day and the fourth day and the fifth and the sixth day, it's easy to come the first 2 days, but to get those like dedicated students that will come every day to all the classes, I think is usually like one of the hardest things to get. And I find that in Tanzania and in Uganda also in the region, I've had very dedicated students.